Greetings, Ken and Tom, Camp Ken and Army, YouTube. This month I have a little bit of a montage of some of the night anoles that I keep in my collection, like my buddy right there. I just have always been fascinated with this particular variety of lizard. There's several species of night anole. I currently maintain 3 of them and a related species. The first video I ever posted on the Camp Ken and Army channel was Gimli, my Cuban false chameleon, related to the night anoles. They're all from Cuba. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this bit of a montage that I've done for you. And we'll see you at the end. So that's Chip. That's my adult male Anoles smallwood eye, and that's his mate. That's Blue. And I don't know if you can tell, she's got some eggs, so she's gravid. They only lay 1 egg at a time, probably about every 6 or 7 days. So what I do for them is have a dedicated nest box, which is just soil mixture with a layer of sphagnum moss on top. And I know to look for an egg when the sphagnum moss has been disrupted, and I keep that moist. I spray that down when I spray down the cage. But let's see if she will take a little piece of grub pie. And it's hard for me to, I'm looking through the viewfinder. Come on, pretty girl. Let's see, get in there and see. That's focusing okay, yeah. She's usually a really good grub pie eater. Yeah, can we see if Chip's gonna eat some? Come on, buddy. There we go. So, for those who don't know, grub pie is a Rapashi product, and it is made from soldier fly larvae. And it's a very good prepared alternative to insects if you can get your animals to eat it. And some of them take it readily, some of them not so much. And I apologize for putting my hand in the way. I'm holding the camera and the tongs and I'm talking at the same time. Come on, buddy. There you go. Alright. So they're obviously stressed and I'm in here messing with them, but that is a beautiful species of night anole. So night anoles have a reputation for being very aggressive, and I really just don't know why. This is a 10-month-old male Anoles smallwood eye, and he is usually quite the eater of grub pie. Now I don't know if he just really likes grub pie or he really hates these tongs being in his enclosure. That is an Anoles smallwood eye night anole. Slightly more exotic cousin of the Anoles equestris night anoles that are introduced and invasive down in South Florida. So that's a 10-month-old Anoles ibericoe night anole. That's a male. That is the only Anoles ibericoe hatchling that I kept back from last year, and I hopefully will be able to get him a girlfriend sometime. But let's see if he'll take some grub pie off these tongs. Sometimes he takes it readily, sometimes he does not. Alright, well, I'm not going to chase him around the enclosure, but that is an Anoles ibericoe. This is my adult male Anoles ibericoe. His name is Ricky, and in the background there is his girlfriend. You guessed it, Lucy. Just look at the colors on these guys, and of course they're a little stressed because I'm messing with them, but they're in a very tall arboreal oriented enclosures, well planted, plenty of perches, mini halogen heat domes for spot lamps, T5 high output UVB bulbs, got a Mist King that I use distilled water set up on these 3 enclosures here. That's my Anoles smallwood eye enclosure, Anoles ibericoe enclosure, and that is my Anoles equestris enclosure. All of them set up identical, with some slight variations in the decorations, obviously. So this is two female Anoles equestris. These are the night anoles that are found down in Florida, and a perfect example of the color changes. This is Thelma, and I tried to give her some grub pie and it stressed her out quite a bit. And Louise, who is slightly darker than before I grabbed the camera, happens to like grub pie, so she's a little brighter green. But Thelma wasn't having any of it. Where are you, pretty girl? But these are Anoles equestris. These, I believe, more than likely were wild caught. I've had them for about 4 years now. Both of them laying eggs and doing good. Now let's see if we can dig up my big male, Sid. Stand by. Alright. And that is Sid. Sid's a little bit stressed. This is my largest night anole of all my species, and you guys might get to see me get nailed. There you go. So yeah, they're not the most handleable, but then again, I have them as display animals. I really do not, I don't consider them pets that I get out and interact with. They're just in displays. But while he's out here in the open, let me put this camera down and see if he'll take some grub pie. If hopefully I didn't stress him out too much. But he is all of 16 or 17 inches. He's an impressive male night anole. So the final specimen I want to share with you guys is my longest term captive reptile. This is Siri, and here's a picture of her the day she hatched. She hatched in 2011, so in June she'll be 7 years old. This is a female night anole, and she's a little stressed, obviously. Whoop. Let's see if I can get her back before she knocks my camera over or hurts herself. Alright, so there she is, trying to get back in her enclosure. But she doesn't try to bite, but obviously she does not like to be handled. But that is Siri, my longest term captive night anole. She shares an enclosure with Nancy. Nancy's a wild caught night anole. They're both females, and they are in small, tall exoteras. So I hope you guys enjoyed that pseudo tour of some of my night anoles. I do have some other specimens. I just want to highlight a couple of the guys, trying to feed them grub pie. I've been fascinated with night anoles since I was a teenager, so over 30 years now. I just think they're spectacular, medium-sized arboreal species that make great display animals. Yes, most of them do have attitude. Some of them can tame down a little bit if you handle them, but I don't. That's not one of my goals when I keep these animals. I just want to try to set them up in attractive-looking enclosures that provide them for all of their needs. Tall enclosures, UVB full spectrum lighting, the appropriate temperatures, appropriate water. Like a lot of anoles, or like most anoles, a lot of geckos, a lot of smaller lizards, they drink water droplets off of leaves, not necessarily out of water dishes. However, they will drink out of water dishes too, but mainly it's like dewdrops and raindrops on leaves. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to check out my channel. A lot more videos on night anoles and the other critters that I have in my collection. And until next month, take care.